We in here. What's going on, y'all? This is the Jezzyman reacting once again, reacting to some more scam fish. This is part 2 to Woman is Convinced Johnny Depp is her boyfriend. Is he a romance scammer? I don't know. He probably is. Let's get into it. So, hell yeah, before I do this, tomorrow's Mother's Day. It's gonna be like the day after Mother's Day by the time I upload this. Shout out to my mama, shout out to my baby mama, shout out to all the mamas in the world. Hell yeah, Mother's Day, good jazz energy, let's get it. Hell yeah, we still recording, yes we are. Streaming is still new to me, y'all. So we left off here with this woman and Johnny Depp, as they kept saying, and she wants to find out, is it the real Johnny Depp? Y'all know how this is gonna go. I know how this is gonna go. Let's figure out how this goes. Let's see here now. Play it.
Out of this.
The NFT.
All right, so run it back a little bit. Just a little recap. That artwork, though. All right, let's do this. Let's do this.
What is the outcome that you wish out of the relationship that you have with Johnny? What do you want out of this?
The NFT out of this that was promised to me.
That's right. So the whole reason why she's talking to Johnny Depp, she's not a fan, she's an admirer, whatever that means. And she wanted his Marlon Brando NFT. Y'all know what NFTs be like. Do they even sell NFTs here in America? Is that legal? I don't know. I thought it wasn't. Or is that the UK? You can't buy NFTs in all places because scam. All right, let's run it. Let's run it.
Beginning for the hospital.
And she was going to donate it to the hospital for bone research because she has a new neck. They built it with pieces and metal and rods and shit. Hell yeah.
Want out of this?
Shout out to new necks. If you got a new neck, don't feel bad about it. It happens. Medical procedures. Let's go.
The NFT out of this that was promised.
Hey, what would you like out of this? The NFT out of this. Sounds kind of silly. Hell yeah. Let's go.
To me in the beginning for the hospital. He promised me that he would sign my hat that I had, and we
promise is a comfort to a fool. I'm just saying, don't be falling for promises. Promises ain't nothing for
would go.
Run it back.
That he would sign my hat that I had, and we would go together.
What kind of hat do y'all think it is? Put in the comments below. You think it's a special hat? You think it's just like a random ass Looney Tunes hat from '94 that she got at a Padres game or some shit? What kind of hat? Do you think the hat holds any significance? I don't know. Things that I wouldn't know.
At the hospital, he promised me that he would sign my hat that I had, and we would go together to Mount Sinai to present that. That was like
I know what she meant, but it sounded like her and Johnny Depp are gonna go to the hospital to present the signed hat. This is the signed hat by Johnny Depp. They're gonna be like, you bitches don't have one of these. That's not a donation. Let's go.
My biggest thing.
Stupid.
I wanted to do the NFT. If we were to present it together, that would even be better. If not, fine.
We'll take everything that you sent us, and then we'll start to look into it, and then we'll give you a call back, okay?
Okay.
Okay. All right. Okay. Thank you, Angela. Nice meeting you.
Sounds good.
Okay.
Well, Seekers, I'd say we had quite the task ahead of us.
Damn
we
right.
knew we needed to break down every piece of information.
That man at the top left don't even look like Johnny Depp. It looked more like the NFT. Looked more like Marlon Brando. Let's run it.
To get through to Angela. So many red flags in this story. The only way to stop this scam was to come to her with all of
The
the
only way to stop this scam is for her to get the fuck off the internet. Straight up.
facts.
So this week's case, she thinks she's talking to Johnny Depp. It's been going on for over 9 months. I think you guys chatted with her last week.
Angela had mentioned there were some reasons why
Why he playing like you don't know what he's here for? I think you guys talked to her last week. You're holding a big thick thing of papers that tells you everything that went down. Shut up. Why are you trying to? I think you guys spoke to her last week. What you got there? Some files? Shut up. This is stupid. That was acting. This is terrible acting.
You guys chatted with her last week.
Oh, he didn't even have a stack of papers in his hand. He has a fucking laptop. Stupid.
Johnny Depp. It's been going on for over 9 months. I think you guys chatted with her last week.
Angela had mentioned there were some reasons why she felt like she was talking to the real Johnny Depp. He sold her an NFT.
I want to hear all these reasons.
And then also she had mentioned Johnny was holding up a picture frame
I'm pretty sure I clowned this in part 1. I don't remember, but that picture. It doesn't even touch the frame. I do remember saying that. And what is... He couldn't have picked... I'm sure there's better pictures of her on the internet. What on earth? It's the picture is blurry, and she looks about as blurry as the picture. Like, she can see about as clear as the picture is. Does that make any sense to you?
With her to the real Johnny Depp. He sold her an NFT. And then also she had mentioned Johnny was holding up a picture frame with her picture inside of it, and she felt like the fact that he sent that to her very quickly, that it had to be a real picture.
It shows that he did it very quickly. Look at the quality. Very, very quickly.
She truly... I'm sorry, but like she really thought that that was a real picture.
He can't. He's like, she really... Yeah, I'm sorry. He can't. Nobody can comprehend that a human with eyes thought that this was a real photograph.
She truly... I'm sorry, but like she really thought that that was a real picture.
I actually found the real image here. It's on a psychology blog.
Bree got that slick. You see that? Her shit's silky. It's nice.
Found the real image here. It's on a psychology blog. There's a man here holding up a Trailblazer sign. Definitely photoshopped. We all...
Is that image photoshopped? Does the man have tattoos in this picture? Does that mean that the finger, every tattoo was from a different... That's low-key impressive, even though it still looked like shit. Run it.
I also believe that his tattoos on his hands are photoshopped as well, because we have...
That's crazy.
The real...
It's like I was just talking about that.
Images. His tattoos on his hands are photoshopped as well, because we have the real images of his tattoos and they don't match the ones in the picture.
Well, I find it interesting because she said she knows Johnny.
Are these both pictures of Johnny Depp on the screen right now? I don't think so. Is the picture on the right where she stole the tats from? Why aren't they giving us clear information? They're just showing shit on screen talking about it's Photoshop. But is that what she's implying? Y'all need to explain yourself.
Don't match the ones in the picture.
Well, I find it interesting because she said she knows Johnny so well that she's memorized his tattoos.
What is this pose? And why was it done? I can't find a natural reason to do that. I mean, I know he's a man of the theater. He be used to posing and conveying moods and shit, but what is that? Why are you frowning? Johnny Depp looks sad in that picture. I mean, he was with that crazy bitch, though. Let's run it.
Tattoos.
The face that they used is literally the poster board image used for his trial.
We gotta help her out. As clear as it is to us that this is not what's really going on, she truly believes it for some reason, whether it's cognitive bias or whatever. So we gotta...
What is cognitive bias? Does that mean like when you think something is something, so like your cognitive ability to understand is swayed because you want it to be that? Cognitive bias? Like wishful thinking, basically? Cognitive bias. Shouts out for cognitive bias. Put cognitive bias down in the comments below if you've made it this far in my stupid ass video. Hell yeah.
She truly believes it for some reason, whether it's cognitive bias or whatever. So we got to put all the deets together and really try to convince her.
Yeah.
What's deets?
Details.
What? That was stupid. What's deets? You never watched sitcoms in the 90s? Hey, give me the deets. What the fuck?
The deets together and really...
Who unironically says deets in a real situation? Like, you say it jokingly, or like I said, or on a sitcom, but who says it for real, unironically? Deets. Hey, I got the deets. I was at work. I was in a pharmacy for my job, right? And I was getting a medication for somebody that I work with. And there was a woman in the pharmacy who used the word fiasco unironically. And it blew my mind. It was like a few weeks ago. Y'all ever use the word fiasco? Oh, you guys know, with the whole kit and caboodle fiasco. I turned around like, what the fuck? I don't know. It made me giggle. Y'all use the word fiasco. Sounds Italian or something. Fiasco.
Whether it's cognitive bias or whatever. So we got to put all the deets together and really try to convince her.
Yeah.
What's deets?
Details. Yeah. Details. Reads details. That's my wife busting my balls all the time.
Is that his wife? That's what's up. Why do they look alike? I mean, that's cool. They match very well, is what I'm saying. Looks like it could be your sister, but that's funny. Deets.
Details, these details. That's my wife busting my balls all the time. About 34 times a day, this shit happens.
After a few days of digging, we finally felt that we had enough information to sit down with Angela. But things got a little confrontational.
They did that on purpose. Like, hey, I'm gonna cut the camera on right when you're sitting down to give it this appearance of like, all right, let's get down to business. That was funny. That was stupid. He sat down all uncomfortable. Didn't even
Information to sit down with Angela. But things got a
looked like it hurt to sit down and talk to Angela. That was funny to me. I don't know. I'm stupid. All right, let's run it.
Little confrontational.
Yes, I'm a little offended about what he said because that's not altogether the story. You're not getting it all right.
Yeah, I don't agree.
You're not getting it all right at all. I thought it was my computer lagging. It was her camera, for sure.
The story. You're not getting it all right.
Yeah, I don't agree. I'm sorry. I don't agree. I am sorry.
I find it funny how many old people on this show, like when they face call or whatever, don't know how to update camera settings. Like, you know, when you get a webcam, it comes like, it starts off, you got to like go into software and be like, hey, 1080p, whatever it is. And it's funny. Old people don't know how to do none of that.
I'm sorry that this happened to you though, Angela.
Make sure you stick around until the end to hear how Angela took the news. If you've made it this far, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, guys. We appreciate you so
Unless the
much.
shit get boring.
How's your day so far?
Oh, it's just been such an emotional roller coaster lately. This whole
She said, how's your day so far? What the fuck?
thing going on for like 9 months.
Johnny Depp is so interesting because he's like an artist and an actor and shit, and he's good at conveying moods with his face and apparel, but he looked like a wildly different person in so many pictures. I mean, dude's been famous for a long time, I guess. It is what it is. This picture on the screen right now is funny. It don't really look like him. Like the round glasses and make his face look rounder. It looked kind of silly to me.
Going on for like 9 months.
This nigga looks mad at the bottom. He's a serial killer, Johnny Depp. Why is he standing in front of the set that they do for like picture day when you're in 5th grade? This wood tree bark thing going on. His drip's kind of hard though. Hell yeah, hell yeah. It just made me laugh. All right.
I'm hoping that whatever it is that you have to say to me, I hope that you people did your research well.
So what is your heart telling you? What
you reached out to them to do research because you don't understand the situation. Like, I guarantee you whatever they're gonna tell you is gonna be like more cohesive than the shit that's going on in your head. I promise you. So silly.
deep down inside,
In my heart, this is Johnny Depp.
what is your heart telling you? What
I haven't heard anyone say Johnny Depp in this episode.
deep down inside,
In my heart, this is Johnny Depp. This has gotta be. You know, you had asked me, Brian, what
Why did they cut it right there? She was talking and they did like a little cut, but I feel like that's manipulative. You could change the whole structure of the sentence by doing that. Like, I wonder what she really said there.
so what is your heart telling you?
Nigga, stop lagging. He looks so drowsy, he calls my internet to slow down.
What deep down inside,
In my heart, this is Johnny Depp. This has gotta be. You know, you had asked me, Brian, what would I do if I actually met him or something? You know, I think I would say thank you. And can I have my NFT now so I could bring it to the hospital?
Thank you for what? He hasn't given you anything. What are you thanking him for? For like the time and communication and like talking to him and shit? It's kind of sad. Whatever.
Brienne has a lot of information on the NFT specifically. So I'll let her hop into that.
Please, thank you. I would appreciate it.
So you had sent over an image that was from Johnny Depp, and this was a piece of art, and he stated to you that this was an NFT, and then you've been under the impression that you have been sending funds over for this NFT.
Y'all ever seen Snoop Dogg's NFT? It comes with a little song and shit when you on his NFT and when you on his website. Every time they say NFT, I think of Snoop's NFT. 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 I don't know how gangsters dance. I don't know if I'm doing it right, but yeah, it made me laugh. Run it.
Correct?
Yes. I mean, if anything, that's what I thought was for sure.
So we used our reverse image search tools to confirm this art and what.
Y'all ever watched the Goosebumps as a kid? The NFT looks like the Haunted Mask 2. You remember the Haunted Mask? Carney Beth, there's no bottom to this mask. Okay, the second one where the little dude gets, it looks just like the mask. Like, man, when I get better at this OBS shit, I'm gonna know how to bring multiple pages up. I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna get better at this shit. I probably do it right now, but I don't trust it. I don't know how this shit works. So let's run it. I'm a little beginner. Let's get it.
We had found was
only with this reaction shit though, nigga. I'm a veteran at life. I'm just kidding. I'm so stupid. Let's go.
that it truly is a piece of art from Johnny Depp. And we also look through a website that showcases his art.
No disrespect to actual veterans. I ain't been overseas shooting it up. None of that shit. Thank you for your service, veterans. Hell yeah.
And we also look through a website that showcases his art. And what we had found was these are pieces of his collection that are not associated with the NFT. We were not able to find any information.
They're just some of his regular portraits. Y'all know Johnny Depp's a heavy artist. You see all the posters of him like in his little art studio. He be doing it. He be getting it. So that's tight. But these ain't even nothing to do with NFT. This is just his little art projects that he do, like for the love of being artistic. That's what's up.
Was these are pieces of his collection that are not
Haunted Mask 2. It even got the little boil on the just like it. I'm telling y'all, go look up Haunted Mask 2, R.L. Stein. You'll see exactly what I'm talking about. Look just like it.
Associated with the NFT. We were not able to find any information to support that this piece of art was actually ever used as an NFT.
Damn.
Wow.
So if you go on his website, he does have a section where he sells the NFTs, but he also has artwork.
From what you're telling me, you're saying that this piece never made it into the, I guess, the selling ground?
Question. I wonder how that happened. Did she go on his website, his little chat forum thing like they're talking about, and someone just conned her into believing it? Or do you think she's just older and confused and was looking at his artwork thinking, these are NFTs, and then someone took advantage of that information? What do y'all think happened? I have questions.
So,
excuse me, that was gross.
Work.
From what you're telling me, you're saying that this piece never made it into the, I guess, the selling ground. So I really don't know what to say to that, because that was the one that we talked about.
Yeah, so actually the original piece of art doesn't have the purple background.
This Marlon Brando portrait was a piece of art that Johnny Depp worked on, but it was not an NFT. The person who sent this to Angela stole this from Johnny Depp's art gallery and just switched out the background. Johnny Depp's NFT art designs are also a completely different style from his hand paintings.
I'm pretty sure I've seen this piece of art somewhere, like just in pop culture or like in Hot Topic as a poster or some shit. Like, it was way before the NFT time period. If y'all have seen it too, let me know. I'm pretty sure this is a pretty popular piece of art by Johnny Depp. Like, he's used it somewhere else, or it's just been highlighted in the media somewhere. I've seen it definitely before.
NFT art designs are also a completely different style from his hand paintings.
It really is. Like, his NFT got this little... What I'm presuming is that the image over here on the right is the image down there on the right. I gotta pretend that I'm in the little box. Is the, it looks like a digital art style. And the other one's definitely hand-drawn. That's what's up. Because NFTs are a digital thing, but you could do it by hand and create it into it. I don't know how that works. I don't know nothing about that.
And we also didn't find any indication of this specific painting being for sale anywhere on the internet.
Damn.
We'd like to jump into the image that you had sent over to us. Please. How long had you been talking to Johnny before he had sent this image to you?
2 months around.
The finger tats are done so shittily. And before I was like, oh, that's impressive. And then it showed his actual hand tats. And I'm like, yeah, that looks really
Talking to Johnny before he had sent this image to you.
What's it say? 3L20? 3L2 backwards B? I can't tell what it says on his knuckles. That looks really ass. What did I hit on my keyboard?
2 months around, I would say.
So we're gonna look at this image verification here. We've got Johnny on one side. This is the actual match from the image you had sent us. So we found where this image came from. This has been photoshopped. We have Johnny's face on another person's body.
Wow. Huh?
Right?
People are good. People are good. Let me tell you.
Not really. It was such ass.
Huh?
Right?
People are good.
Another person's body.
What was the point of making the doorknob less yellow?
Wow. Huh?
Right?
People are good. People are good. Let me tell you.
We looked into the tattoos placed on
People are dumb.
his arms. Some of the tattoos don't match where they need to be. And then he's also missing one here on his right hand. I think he has a bird here. The other tattoo, it's like an oval shaped tattoo that they placed here. That's actually on the wrong arm. It should be over here on this other.
You could do that? It says Psalm, S-A-L-M. Is that what it's supposed to say? What? Why does it say Psalm with an S, like salmon? Because Psalm, like in the Bible, has a P before it. I'm so confused. And I didn't know you could do that in Photoshop. You could like maneuver like the angle of the image and shit. I mean, why not? That makes sense, but that's crazy. Psalm, S-A-L-M. They're doing a better job right now reconstructing it than the scammer did. It's so funny.
Their arm. So we provided links to show you what his tattoos look like and where they should be placed.
Most of them I know by heart at this point.
What is the picture on the right? Or it's the dude in the blue. I don't understand why they keep showing. Is that Johnny Depp? I'd have to presume it is now at this point.
Tattoos look like and where they should be placed.
Most of them I know by heart at this point. Yeah, by heart.
You mentioning that you know his tattoos by heart. Did you?
Does she know only the scammy picture tattoos by heart? Like she stares at it every night. Oh, it's Johnny Depp holding my picture. So she knows those tats by heart is what she means? I would have to imagine.
Notice anything funny about this?
Well, I can guess because I've done graphic art myself. So it's very easy. Yeah, I could see that. Sure I can. One point I did a banner for 9/11. You know that? And I took a picture of...
Wait, I hope they show it. I did a banner for 9/11. Sounds like I'll get what I'm trying to say. Like you were like welcoming none. You get. I don't even want to talk like that. Y'all get what I'm saying.
A banner for 9/11.
Fuck 9/11. I'm sorry for all the people who's it's a bad thing that happened. I don't mean like fuck like nobody cares about it. I mean like why did it have to happen? Like F you for happening. Not the other way. That sounded mean. I didn't mean it like that.
11. You know that? And I took a picture of New York and I put it in the background. And then I graphically did the rest of the art on top of it. So I know that it can be done. I know that it can.
She made herself like a Facebook banner and got an image of New York and typed like 9/11 on top of it. And she did some, I mean, I guess that's doing graphic design on a very small level. I can't talk shit, but that's stupid. Shut up. I mean, old people should not be on computers. I'm sorry.
On top of it. So I know that it can be done. I know that it can be done. It's not that it can't be done.
Or you already knew where the placement of Johnny Depp's tattoos were. You have a background.
Are all Johnny Depp's tattoos done by hand? Like, I mean, not done, you know what I mean? Like, just like pencil drawn sketch design type shit. I kind of like that. That's classic. That's OG. That's what tats kind of should be. I feel it. He's got the Kodak Black forehead thing on his hand. I respect it. I mean, Kodak Black got the Johnny Depp on his head. Who's older, right? Hell yeah.
Where the placement of Johnny Depp's tattoos were. You have a background in graphic design. What do you think was stopping you from seeing that this was a fake photo?
For the head being on the body, I didn't even figure that that was photoshopped. The only thing that I started to look at was the edges of where my
The head is big as shit on the body. How can the scammer? I mean, the guy who for the show who's recreating it is doing a way better job than the scammer. Look at the picture; actually touches the frame now. Like it actually matches correctly. It's crazy.
picture was, that I could see that, oh wait, this looks like somebody put something on top, or there's something underneath there.
No shit.
And knowing his tats, like what's on the screen there, knowing on the fingers and the thing and oh man, it's like it just, but it really just blows the mind.
Donating the NFT to the hospital was so
she knew that it wasn't his tats and that it looked. So it's really just fault of mine. You're damn right it is. Yes, it is. 100%.
important to Angela, she blocked out all of the red flags. After revealing the truth, it became obvious to her. What do you think the reason Angela couldn't see all of the signs? Let us know in the comment section below.
After
You told us why. What did the guy say? He had some cool word for it that I broke down earlier. Something bias. Cognitive bias. There you go.
searching all of this information, verifying everything for you, we can say without a doubt that you are not talking to the real Johnny Depp.
But in a way, I wish that Johnny would see this so that he would know that one of his fans, or one of the people that admired him, really.
What is that? What is that? I'm not a fan, but I admire him. She's still doing. She's still. That's. What does that mean?
He got hurt by this. Really got hurt by this.
It's unfortunate though, because there's not much he can do. He on the flip side, he's a victim as well. There's nothing that he can do to keep from people stealing his images and creating fake relationships.
That's horrible.
I can only imagine how many people reach out to him on a daily telling him that, hey, look,
On the daily? But you didn't know what deets mean? You're weird.
I was scammed by your images. I was scammed by someone who reached out to me. I mean, this guy's probably been bombarded on a weekly basis.
Imagine. I mean, like within myself, if I was a celebrity and that was going on, I don't know. I kind of have a different outlook on that for myself. Like I would see myself fighting all of that as hard as I could to keep my name well within the right. Because that's a horrible
To keep my name well within the right. I hate when people don't know, like, they didn't think of their sentence all the way, so they just say shit that kind of sounds right. I hate that. That's like a pet peeve of mine. When you're talking to someone face to face and they do that shit, it's annoying. When you well in the right, you mean to keep his name well respected, or to keep his name in, like, good graces, but well in the right. Right of what? What are you talking? I hate when people do that. That's just a pet peeve of mine. That's so stupid.
well within the right.
What does that mean?
Because that's a horrible thing to do to somebody. On either end of it, whether it's forward, his end, or backwards, my end, whichever you want to call it. That part of it.
What? I can't follow what she's saying at all. She's, I can't hold it against you. She ain't all there, but goddamn.
Because that's a horrible thing to do to somebody. On either end of it.
But he didn't do anything. It's letting other people pretend to be you and scam people's a terrible thing to do to somebody. He didn't let them do shit. He had shit to do with shit. Johnny Depp didn't do a damn thing. Johnny Depp didn't do shit. I don't know why.
Well within the right.
Perhaps I'm just not on the based level to understand where she's coming from. Run that back.
To keep my name well for myself. Like I would see myself fighting all of that as hard as I could to keep my name well within the right. Because that's a horrible thing to do to somebody. On either end of it, whether it's forward, his end, or backwards, my end, whichever you want to call it.
What does that mean? I can't. So, be it whether it's on his end or my end, it's a terrible thing to do to somebody. He didn't do shit. Johnny Depp didn't do shit. Johnny Depp probably didn't even know this is going on. Johnny Depp ain't got a clue that this happening. Johnny Depp ain't even watched this video on the internet probably, unless like his manager or somebody sent it to him. Johnny Depp ain't got shit to do with none of this. So how's it a fucked up thing to do on his end, your end, front end, back end? He ain't got no end. His end ain't in this. This is between you and the scammer. That's crazy.
That part of it is really, that's hard. But I know if it was me, I would be fighting like a banshee out of hell to make sure that nobody was, doing that to somebody. That would be me. But that's just me.
Let's just say that, I know this is dumb, but let's just say, I know this is really stupid, but let's say you're a celebrity, right? On top of the world. Somebody out there is impersonating you to scam little old ladies out of their money, right? Let's say I catch wind of this and I'm like, oh, someone's pretending to be Big Jezzyman? Holy shit. I mean, send me that account that scammed you, right? So she sends me the account. I see the scam or whatever. I can message the scammer. He'll be like, oh, the real Jezzyman did hit me up. Oh my God. And I don't think he'd stop scamming. He'd probably try to scam me. And then if I get authorities involved, he gonna disappear. And they can't trace it back to who it is unless you engage with them, send little, what's it called? Grabify link, find your IP address wherever you are, all them scam tools and shit. And even then, what do you do about it? Even then, what do you do about it? I don't know why I'm entertaining this thought, but I cannot see what you could possibly do other than report the page. But if I'm a celebrity and I report the page, it's no different from her reporting the page or anything. It's no, and then you do, and then what? It's so stupid.
Doing that to somebody.
You could fight like a banshee out of hell. But
that nobody was, like a banshee out of hell to make sure that nobody was, doing that to somebody. That would be me. But that's just me.
And to Johnny's defense, I think that's what he's tried to do here. He has this message. He says, hey, look, guys, here are my...
He made a story post. Let's see. PSA, Johnny Depp, 38 weeks ago. So it's in his little story highlights. I think, PSA, it's right there. So that's his only story highlight. His only story highlight is don't believe the bullshit. I respect that. Like, that's pretty much, that's all you can do. Like, I respect that.
That's just me.
And to Johnny's defense, I think that's what he's tried to do here. He has...
I've been made aware that there are fake accounts pretending to be me or people working with me. I do not have any private or side accounts on any platforms. The only pages run by me and my team that we share updates and communicate. I ask that you remain cautious as it seems the fake accounts can be relentless. My team is working to combat the problem. Thank you for your continued support and making me aware to this issue. Love and respect. JD. Is that what it really says? JD at the bottom? I can't really see
this
it.
Message. He says,
tight.
hey, look, guys, here are my...
Working hard enough. Half of these cases that they should. And that's how I feel about it. Because for someone to get to me like that, I know I'm not stupid.
I'm gonna just let that go.
That much I know. But for somebody to...
That was funny. I don't know why. The timing of that was funny as hell. That much I know. Bitch! Sorry. Not disrespectfully. People be, oh, bitch, with their friends. That way. I mean it. I ain't flipping. Shut up. I ain't flipping nobody hand like that, though. Let's run it.
Because for someone to get to me like that, I know I'm not stupid. That much I know. But for somebody to get to me like that, that's like, like I said, if it was me, I'd have a whole team behind me of people that were just there for that reason, to protect my rights, my copyrighted stuff, all my stuff.
He does. Every famous person does. I'm not a famous person. I have a copyright team. I got distribution with my copyright, Jezzyman, all that good shit. You got to. But And if anybody uploads any of my songs to the internet through their distribution, it'll flag me and it'll flag them and it'll not let it be really until they contact either me or my distribution. Copyright is real, bro. And I ain't no big celebrity. So if Johnny Depp got it like that, then, or if I got it like that, I'm sure Johnny Depp got it like that. Run it.
Well, if John...
That's probably why they had to change the background, because of internet filters and shit that can like detect images. But you probably didn't buy it officially. You probably like sent it through some service while you was DMing this motherfucker. It probably wasn't no like actual exchange. I don't know how that works or why they changed the background, but I imagine it got something to do with copyright, like visual internet scan where they, you get what I'm saying. Look at dude in a green jacket looking at the camera like, can you believe this bitch? Dude with his little, sitting there like, bro, your energy sometimes. I don't know who you are, but if you making me laugh, bro.
Johnny could hear you and know your story, what do you think?
No disrespect, in the part 1 of this video, I was like, I don't think he like, I was just talking shit, bro. If you ever see this, I'm just playing, bro. But yeah, why you be looking so angry? You be in your, I don't know if you be in your feels, it just looked like it. You got a resting, I'm upset face. Hell yeah.
Think he could do to help you?
Okay, well, if he ever sees it, I would say, Johnny, as a person...
She took her glasses off for that. She said, Juani, Johnny.
Who is admired, say, Johnny.
See that shit that The Rock does when he's like, the millions.
As a person who has admired your work, enjoyed your music, enjoyed your art, there are so many of us out there that are getting hit by these scammers, and you know, I think you need to beef up your legal team and somehow try to do right by the people that were hurt by these other people claiming to be you. It's not just like a punch in the face, you know. It hurts.
I'm sorry.
And I would suggest that he be stronger in that area of his life to make sure that he
stronger in that area of his life. Nigga, these ain't life lessons. What you talk about? He don't even know this is happening. To you specifically, he knows it's happening to some people. Excuse me, sorry about that. I be sipping on this apple juice. Y'all already know. But yeah, y'all goofy. Not y'all.
he be stronger in that area of his life to make sure that he beefs up his legal team. I'm sorry isn't gonna cut it.
He didn't say I'm sorry. He doesn't know you. That's not the real Johnny Depp you're talking to. Oh my lord.
And I mean, I'm sorry is not gonna cut it.
Did she say it twice?
And I mean, I'm sorry is not gonna cut it.
I guess she did.
I believe where I started is where I should finish. And he should donate the NFT to Mount Sinai Hospital in the name of bone research.
I'm sorry. Yes, bone research. Hell yeah, respect it. Where I started is where I should finish. You started with no NFT. You still have no NFT. You have $6,000 minus from your bank account also, though. I mean, yeah, that's not where you started. But wait, so by your own logic, when all this is said and done, you should still have no NFT, but $600? Like, start where you... $6,000? Like, start where you finish? I'm so confused. Her logic is confusing me, for real.
Where I started is where I should finish. And he...
Where I started is where I should finish. I'm pretty sure you never left your house, so I mean, hey.
He should donate the NFT to Mount Sinai Hospital in the name of bone research.
No, he shouldn't, because you never paid him to do that. You paid a scammer. So Johnny Depp shouldn't do shit unless he wants to do that for you, because like, oh, my not my fan, my admirer, whatever that means. Yo, you would think you'd make it better by being like, I'm a huge fan of Johnny Depp, and maybe he'd be like, hey, I'll help you by donating this. I ain't giving you 6K, but hey, that would at least be something. But you're like running around, I'm not a fan of him, but I'm talking to him. It's the real him, but he could change this about his life. Girl, you goofy as hell.
I feel terrible that you had to go through this situation.
Like he about to drop the hottest mixtape. Girl, I feel like, what the fuck?
In the name of bone research.
His body language is like so about to hit them bars. About to drop some bars.
I feel terrible that you had to go through this situation with Johnny Depp, with this fake Johnny.
With Johnny Depp?
But at the same time, to go through this situation with Johnny Depp, with this fake Johnny Depp. But at the same time, you have to take accountabilities for some of the things that you didn't see through this whole thing, right? The red flags that you didn't see. The mistakes that you made, Johnny Depp doesn't have to clean up those. Unfortunately, this was a, costly mistake for you. But Johnny Depp having to come in and clean up some of the stuff that you weren't able to see, I think he has bigger fish to fry, right?
What does that mean? What does that mean? Like acting in movies and shit is more important than. I don't like that. I don't like the way you said that. Bigger fish to fry. Like, bro, she's still a person. Hey, I know that, but I have bigger fish to fry. I'm Johnny Depp. If he really said that, you'd look at him like he's a dickhead. And he wouldn't. Johnny Depp probably wouldn't even say that, bro. Why are you being a dick?
I think he has bigger fish to fry, right?
Oh, I'm sure he does. But the thing is, it doesn't have to do with that.
That's the type of shit that I make this old lady depressed as hell. Like, oh, people have bigger fish to fry. I'm just a lady getting scammed. Like, when she gets in her feels later, bro, don't say shit like that. You stupid. You fucked up, bro. Don't say things like that to some sad old lady. Nigga, what the hell's wrong with you?
But the thing is...
Nigga, I'm mad. Why would you say that to some sad old lady, bro? Nigga, if you ever end up watching this video, I want to know why you said that, bro. That's fucked up.
It doesn't have to do with that. It has to do with a promise that was made.
Yeah, I don't agree. I'm sorry.
Because the promise wasn't made by Johnny Depp, so it holds no weight. A promise is a comfort to a fool.
I don't agree. I am sorry. I am sorry that this happened to you, though, Angela.
Yes, I'm a little offended about what he said, because that's not altogether the story.
Something was edited out there. I feel like he said something more that was maybe kind of fucked up, and it was like, ooh, you didn't have to go that far, so they cut it out the episode. Because he didn't say no inflammatory remark, but the way she reacting, like, what he said, I feel like he said some shit that ain't even in the episode. He going kind of hard right now.
He said, because that's not altogether the story. You're not getting it all right.
Yeah, I know, and I hear you that, promises were made, and it's extremely defeating when, they're not held up, right? And so
I can't.
I'm sorry, I'm not laughing at this. I was still chuckling about dude's body language when he's like, I don't agree. He's like, it had swag to it, bro. Mi no sabes. I don't even know if that's real Spanish. It just sounds like some shit you would say, like, if you don't agree in Spanish, like, mi no sabes. I don't even think that's real Spanish, but that shit made me laugh.
The story.
Run it back. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I don't agree. I'm sorry. I don't agree. I am sorry. I am sorry that this
Did I hear that somewhere? I don't think that's real Spanish. I'd be fucking around.
Happened to you, though.
Yeah, I know, and I hear you that, promises were made, and it's extremely defeating when, they're not held up, right? And so
it's not like I can't handle the defeat. That's not the problem. I just don't appreciate what your partner said in the sense of he's got bigger fish to fry.
See? I told you. I didn't know she was gonna say that. See? That's so disrespectful. It really is. It really is. I'm sorry. Like, why would you say that to some sad woman who got scammed, bro? Oh, the real Johnny Depp's got bigger. What? Think about yourself when you be chilling and you be want somebody to, like, hear your problems. Maybe you was younger, maybe you was a kid, maybe you going through it now. And if anybody told you that person had bigger fish to fry, how it would make you feel? Especially if you helpless. That's what I thought of being like a little kid or an old person. Like, that would make you feel so fucked up, wouldn't it? That's so fucked up. Ah, damn. That's... Bro, you didn't have to go that hard, bro. What the fuck?
Let me tell you something. Johnny is...
Let me tell you something.
He's a person who is very gentle with his fans. He's gentle with his
Gentle, sentimental. We did it in the rental, Lincoln Continental. Shout out to Snoop Dogg. I'm being so dumb.
Wait, right. Let me tell you something. Johnny is a person who.
Let me tell you something. That's so crazy. I didn't know she was gonna flip out about that. How much time we've been recording? This is a long ass video. There might have to be a part 3 to this video in a second. How much time we got left? Yep. I might have to run it up. Might have to fast forward.
Don't appreciate what your partner said in the sense of he's got bigger fish to fry. Let me tell you something. Johnny is a person who is very gentle with his fans. He's gentle with his ways, and he's very loving and kind man. So.
In the water, he's a very elegant lady. What the fuck? He's very gentle. I don't know. It just sounded weird. But yeah, that's buck wild. I'd be mad too. Hot damn.
For your partner to kind of say that in a way, that's like a little degrading. I didn't like it.
I agree.
If it was me and I was a celebrity and something had happened to one of my fans, or what he calls family, not even fans, he calls them family, his family. Something like that happened, boy.
Does Johnny Depp really do that? Let me know if he does. I feel like that's a marketing thing, though. I feel like a lot of celebrities do that.
Be there.
But them hard fans that be at your shows and be with you, I don't know, bro.
You know, but that's me.
Mm-hmm.
That's my attitude with things. I don't say something.
Does anything else happen?
For effort and everything.
Thank you, Angela.
Thank you.
Okay.
A week later, what's going on?
Oh, Angela, this is David McClellan. I'm the CEO of SocialCatfish.com. How are you?
Oh, hi, I'm okay. Thank you. I'm
Was she just confused, thinking it was somebody else?
little numb. I just came from the dental office.
Oh, no. That's,
It's okay.
I actually have a surprise for you.
Hey, that's what's up.
Oh, really?
Really.
Oh, wow.
So,
some good news.
yeah, it's good news. How passionate you were about Mount Sinai, I wanted to do something to try to help you out, right?
Oh, really?
And so
wow.
what I'm going to do, I'm going to make a donation to Mount Sinai Hospital in your name for the amount,
Wow.
yeah, for the amount of $250.
Nice. That's very nice of you. I appreciate that. I would really love to bring it home to the point where people really realize that, hey, we need to do more bone research. We need to do more fibro research. We need to do this research.
I'm going to change that amount from $250 to $1,000.
Whoa, what the?
Oh my God, that is so wonderful. That is so wonderful.
Okay. I was thinking 250 is like not low, but it's nowhere near. But he's pushing up to a K. That's random as hell. But that's what's up. Hell yeah, that's what's up. Shout out to bone research. People losing their bones and getting put together with pins and rods and shit. Maybe we could grow bones in a laboratory one day. That'd be tight. If we could grow other things in labs and hydroponics, nigga, we could grow bones one day. Hell yeah. Slide them in your body when it break. But anyway, that's been this episode of Woman Thinks That She Talking to Johnny Depp, but it really ain't Johnny Depp. Scamfish, go check it out. Subscribe to Scamfish. They channel tight. What's up? Happy Mother's Day. I'm sure this lady's somebody's mama, so hell yeah. Mother's Day tomorrow. We in here about to get it. And yeah, that's basically what it do. And yeah, that's the end of this video. I love y'all. Be wonderful. This is about to end right now. Would I like to stop recording? Yes, I would. And I'm out.